How to paint on effects in Affinity Photo, PC or Mac. The key panel, Sources. You can find that in View menu, Studio and Sources. Now I'm going to apply an effect. Filters menu, Blur and Box Blur. It could be any filter effect. Set a value. I'm going to go with 30. Click Apply. Once you've done that, go to the Sources panel. Down to the bottom and you can see a little button there. Click that. That's Add Global Source. Now your effect has been added to this. You can also add adjustments. Go to Layer and New Adjustment Layer and use any of these. I'm going to go with Recolor. Set the colour and then click Merge. It needs to be one layer. So Merge, and you've got that design. Go to the Sources and again click this. Add Global Source. And you can see it there. Go to the Tools panel and select the Clone Brush tool. Then go to the Sources and you need to find a reference point for the clones. You can see these little dots, they're all in the top left. They can be anywhere. So double click and now I'm going to go with the center in this case. So just click there and you can see you've got that dot in the center. If I double click that one, I can set it up at the top. Go to the Tools panel and select the Clone Brush tool. Then go to the Brushes panel. You can find that in View menu, Studio and Brushes and select a brush. Any of the brushes. I'm using a spray brush. Then go along here, the control bar and modify the settings. I'm going with width 200, etc. Normal blending mode. You can go for aligned or not aligned. Please check out my videos on that. Also global, that's the key thing, set that. And you've got rotation and scale. Now select a source. I'm going to go with the blur source. That's the first one and apply it. It's a blur effect. That uses the image as well. You don't have to apply it over the entire image, maybe just to a very small part of the image. You can also go here to blending modes, maybe go with color burn and apply it again. This time select another source, but I'm going to change a reference point. Double click and set it to the center and add. And you can see the design there. However, you can also apply using rotation. So maybe set it to 45 and apply again. And it will rotate that design at 45 degrees, but using that reference point. You can also apply to a new layer. So go to Layer and New Layer and then apply the current source. And this one is a circular design, circular halftone effect. As it's a layer, you can move it, you can reposition it. So you can decide, you know what, I want it there. I can also resize it. I can rotate it. I can also apply effects to it. Go to Layers panel and go to Effects. Click there, maybe go down to 3D. Click that on and you can see now you've got a 3D effect applied to your design. This time I'm going to use the red adjustment layer and add that. And you can see you've got an edge. That happens occasionally because of the alignment and also this reference point. So double click and redefine it up in that top left and that should fix it. Sometimes you might still get the edge, but it generally fixes that. And you can see now you get that red effect applied. You don't have to use the same brush. Select a different one and add that. This one is an unusual design. Or this one. And change the brush again to create even more amazing designs. You don't need an image. You can use the brushes, and in this case inks. You can use sources without any image. Select this one and apply. Obviously you've got the effect and the image combined there. Go with this one and apply. Now you may get an edge. If you get the edge, you've got the wrong reference position. So double click and set it at the center position and now apply. And you can see your brush stroke. Go to this one, double click, select the center and apply again. And you can see your brush stroke there. Hope you found this tutorial of interest. Thank you very much.